You mentioned that you have a 3-year-old little boy who just wakes up screaming, and as soon as you walk in his room, he just like asks you for a drink or something. And it sounds like this is behavior related. When kids wake up at night, if they feel lonely or scared, they often call out for mom and dad, and they learn quickly that when we respond to them, they get what they want most out of their crying, which is us. And so this potentiates their behavior, and it kind of catches us in a vicious cycle where they cry more because they want us more, and then before we know it, none of us are sleeping. So it can be very frustrating, and a lot of parents want to know what they can do to break the cycle. Because your son is 3 years old, he has the ability to have a discussion with you. Talk to him before bedtime about why he wakes up. And if it's because he's lonely or scared, perhaps you could go pick out a new stuffed animal or a favorite blanket and give it to him and tell him that when he wakes up and he's lonely or scared, he can just give that a hug instead of calling out for you. Perhaps you could put a sippy cup full of water at his bedside, and when he wakes up and he's thirsty, he can get himself a drink. Many parents have found success by using a nightlight. This helps kids feel more comfortable at night. And if they wake up just because they're tossing and turning or changing positions, just like we do, we wake up occasionally and roll over and go back to sleep. Many kids are more prone to go back to sleep on their own if there's a little bit of light in the room. So you might try that and see if that makes a difference. If all else fails, none of these things are working, and your son is still calling out for you at night or wandering into your room to get your attention, then he might just require a little bit of tough love in the form of sleep training. If he's coming into your room and waking you up, just promptly walk him back to his own room, tuck him in, and tell him it's time to go back to bed. Keep talking to a minimum, keep lights low, turn around, walk right back out of the room. He may continue to cry, or if he just wakes up at night and he's crying in his room, it's okay to let him cry a little bit. You can peek your head in and make sure everything's okay and say, okay, you're good, time to go back to sleep. And if he continues crying, that's okay. He's going to learn that if you don't respond to those crying episodes, he'll probably stop doing it and start to go back to sleep without help from you. Good luck with it, and I hope you're all sleeping better soon. And if you have more questions for me in the future, please feel free to ask them on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Intermountain Moms, and recommend us to your friends and family too.